No dramas, boss.
I'm gonna give him a slap. Could have bloody told us, couldn't it? Where's Trigger gone then? Has he got to the wrong place?
Probably.
Morley ain't doing himself no harm though, taking up a meeting very last minute, puts himself in a good position.
Hello, everybody. Good evening once again. Welcome to Shoot Some Shell for the third night on the trap. And hopefully, we've sorted out any issues that we may have had over the course of the week. Welcome to Poole's Blue Riband meeting. And as always, I'm joined by Mr. Dylan. How are we doing this evening?
Yeah, not too bad much. It's nice to be watching some speedway. No threat of rain again, which is lovely. And no real pressure on this, just a bit of fun.
Yeah, I think that's what some of the riders need, just want a meeting where you're just going out and enjoy themselves. I mean,
So,
Anders Rowe's got his Sheffield kit on.
I'm eating Haribo Tang Fastics. I'm
Oh,
just having a good snack.
he elite choice of snack there. Even Tobias has got his own kit on.
Yeah, they're probably just washing their pool stuff, and fair enough. Shall we have a look through the lineup and
Well, yeah.
see what's what?
Go on then, because we haven't covered an individual on here for a while.
Spit a bit, Eddie. If you want to do the odd numbers, I'll do the even numbers.
Firstly, Paul, if you could sort your drain out going down that pit bait, that'd be appreciated because it's starting to do my head in now. Thanks.
Why?
It's just you shouldn't have a drain going down the big pits poster.
Nah, it's true.
So anyway,
Dan's rant is out the way.
starting the lineup at number one, a personal pal of mine from the Ipswich Witches and born somewhere in France but identifies as British, Adam Ellis.
Right in at number 2, it's the number 7 for the Pirates, came in mid-season and has been solid enough, to be honest. William Cairns.
At number 3 is a long-term Poole Pirates and been regarded as one of the favourites for tonight, Zach Cook.
Number 4 won the treble with the Pirates last season. Did sign in National League teams this season. He's turned up for more individuals being here tonight than he has for that team he signed for. Vinnie Ford.
Riding at number 5, he's my favourite Ginger. He's a Poole Pirate and a Sheffield Tiger this year. Anders Rowe. Richard Lawson's got his race suit back, by the way.
Number 6 is a cult hero of both of ours. The Donut King, as he's referred to. Tobias Thompson.
Riding at number 7, someone said on Twitter that he's Mr. Grumpy and that he wasn't going to this meeting now because Mr. Grumpy was riding. I'm glad he's riding and he's, well, can't see him, so he might be smiling. I don't know. Drew Kemp.
I'm glad he's riding as well because he's a decent rider already. I'll put some pressure on the favourites. Number 8, a rider that did really well at Workington the other day and is really starting to kick on. He's going to probably catch a little bit of the attention of the British promoters. Kevin J. Pedersen.
At number 9, my favourite for the whole meeting, HWFG, that young whippersnapper himself, just as he comes into our shot on the screen, the Harbour Master champion himself, Paul Stark.
And as you say that, Jimmy comments, "Evening guys, can the Harbour Master add the blue ribbon to his tally? Jimmy knows the score."
2 seconds, but I've got a phone call.
No problem. Riding at number 10 is the man who guested for the Pirates last night at Glasgow at number 1 in place of Richard Lawson, and did a stellar job actually. Raced for the Bandits from mid-season, raced for the Brummies in the top flight this season as well. Jonas Jepsen. Whilst Palmer's on the phone, I'll carry on doing these riders. Number 11 rides for the Oxford Spires tomorrow night in their final ever Premiership clash. Rides for the Oxford Cheetahs at this at Championship level as well. Comes in as a late replacement. Luke Killeen at number 12, the defending champion. Missed a bit of action, certainly at SGB level. Has raced a little bit over in the Nora League over on the Isle of Wight. The defending champion Edward Kennett at number 13, unlucky for some, missed Poole's trip to Glasgow last night, but he's fit to take his place this evening and does guest tomorrow night for Oxford as well in the Premiership at Richard Lawson, many people's favourites. Kylan, this is the Blue Riband meeting. Poole are running. It's a little bit of a fun meeting, so to speak. Riding at number 14, he started the season, well, he came in early on in the season for the Pirates before William Cairns was old enough, and he did a solid enough job, to be honest. Rather unfortunate to lose his position, dare I say. Darryl Richings at number 15, the 7 times British champion, absolute legend of the sport, recently signed for the Plymouth Gladiators to end the season, and ended it quite well after coming back rusty from injury. Scott Nichols. And there is a change to the proposed lineup on the graphic which was given earlier. It's not Ben Trigger at number 16 as was advised. It's going to be Ben Morley racing at number 16, who got a very last minute call and arrived at the track about half an hour ago. Kyle, yeah, it's right. It's happening in, well, now. We'll be talking you through the action, just something a bit different. It's a good chance for us to do some individual action for a change instead of team stuff. So we thought we'd cover it. Palmer's still on the phone, so I'll carry on talking through as the riders are introduced, and he'll be back with us shortly. Where to watch it? You can buy the stream from the Poole website if you want to watch the racing. It's $13.99 for the individual match pass, and it's 20 heats of speedway. And if you don't want to watch it and want to hear what's going on, you can listen to us. We obviously can't show the racing because of copyright laws, but you can buy it from the Poole website and watch it that way if you want to. Scott Nichols has got his Oxford kevies on. He mustn't have liked those Plymouth ones because he barely wears them. And Ben Morley, very last minute replacement, literally dropped him a message about 10 minutes ago asking if he was here, and he said yeah, he'd got a call up and arrived at the track at around about 7 o'clock. So busy time for old Ben. Get in the comments if you're watching. Give us your predictions as to who wins the meeting, who, you know, podium 3 we'll probably cover as well. I'll ask Palmer his podium once he's back off the phone. I'm interested to see what people's thoughts are on who will be the top 3. We're not going to do riders to watch for this one. We're just going to predict our podium places. Richard Lawson's got his race suit back after Jonas Jepsen borrowed it last night. Evening Wheeler, hope you're well, gent. Absolute legend. Palmer's just on the phone, which I can hear the conversation through my headphones. I don't know what he's talking about, but hopefully he'll be back shortly, as we're getting ready to go racing with heat number 1. Paul Wheeler, Richard Lawson first. I'd be hard pressed to disagree with you there. To be honest, Squire, he definitely comes into this meeting as favourite, and it's usually number 13. Unlucky for some. I think this will be absolutely fine for Richard Lawson tonight. It's a lineup that should see him take the victory. Maybe a bit of pressure from Zach Cook. Scott Nichols is the capabilities to be there or thereabouts. Adam Ellis in second. So it looks like I'm going to have to start the stream because Palmer's still on the blower. Interesting. So Lawson first, Ellis second, and Rowe third for Wheeler. I don't think that'll be too far off the true, the finishing order. To be honest, Zach Cook could maybe throw in a thing. Fishy Fish, has Eddie turned up? He has turned up. Yeah, Edward Kennett is here, and spoke of his excitement of racing in this meeting tonight. But yeah, he is here. We've got riders for heat number 1. Winnie in the comments. I'll read that out in a second. Heat number 1, gate 1 in red, Adam Ellis. Gate 2 in blue, William Cairns. Gate 3 in white, Zach Cook. And off the outside in yellow, Vinnie Ford. Winnie, evening folks. Hope everyone is well. Lawson, Cook, and maybe Nichols. Is it the old-fashioned 20 heats or semis and final? Poole have spent all day promoting it as the straight 20 heats with the positions after those heats, the finishing order. So, and Speedway Updates has got it down as the old 20 heat format as well, with no semis or finals. So I think it's just a straight 20, and it's about what you score on the night will determine your position. So I'll call heat number 1 whilst Palmer's on the phone. Riders are coming into order now. Vinnie Ford has got a lot of Tom Brennan's old stuff, old helmet, old bike covers. Tapes fly on heat number 1, away we go. William Cairns has made a terrible start there. Adam Ellis has got to the first turn first, with Vinnie Ford actually coming up the inside of Zach Cook for second place, and now William Cairns is coming up the inside of Zach Cook as well. Zach Cook goes from second to fourth in 2 bends. Zach Cook now battling with William Cairns, and he's slowing up. He's broke down. He's been filled in, but Adam Ellis is away and gone out in front, and it's as easy as you like. Vinnie Ford looks accomplished out in second place. And it is William Cairns in third. Zach Cook's pulled up. Adam Ellis has broke down as well now. Adam Ellis is out of the race. Zach Cook is going again. Vinnie Ford inherits the lead with William Cairns in second place and Zach Cook some way back. But Vinnie Ford is showing his love for the Wimborne Road Circuit still. Made himself a massive favourite with the Pirates fans last year, and showing why he still enjoys racing Wimborne Road tonight. Inherits the lead from the unfortunate Adam Ellis, who breaks down. William Cairns not close enough and will take second place after the start he made, I think, and Zach Cook filled in third. But a bit of misfortune for Adam Ellis, who had to retire from the race. But hit number 1 was a win for the rider in yellow, Vinnie Ford. Second in blue, William Cairns, and third in white, Zach Cook. Good start off gate number 4. Yeah, Badger, give a shout out to the Dragons. Up the Dragons. Vinnie Ford looks buzzing. He's buzzing off his tits with that. He's still a firm favourite around Wimborne Road, and this is why. William Cairns looks baffled as to what happened at the start. Both the Poole boys are filled in, and Vinnie Ford will have been gutted to have not been included in the Poole lineup for this season. He's showing why he's showing why he should have maybe been in there. We're getting ready for heat number 2. Riders are coming out quite quickly for this one as well. Yeah, Vinnie Ford wearing the Kent Eagles Kevlar, beautiful Kevlars those are. Got a Tom Brennan 2024 helmet, and Tom Brennan's 2024 bike covers as well. Tom Brennan obviously closely associated with Eastbourne, and as is Vinnie Ford. Interested to see how Kevin J. Pedersen gets on here. That'll be an interesting prospect. He was really good at Workington on Saturday, and riding in blue, Drew Kemp, whose Leicester Lions team made the Premiership playoff final the other night. and Drew was instrumental in that. But there was a Poole fan commenting on the social media that he wasn't going to this meeting because Drew Kemp was in it, who he called, and I quote, Mr. Grumpy. But yeah. So, heat number 2, gate 1 in red, Anders Rowe. Gate 2 in blue, Drew Kemp. Gate 3 in white, Tobias Thompson. Gate 4 in yellow is Kevin Joel Pedersen. And it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. Tobias Thompson will be looking for a little bit of an upturn in form. Struggled a little bit in the official competitions recently. But did have a good heat number 8 at Glasgow last night, and a vital heat win for him as well, that was. And does know his way around Wimborne Road if he can get out in front. Often referred to as the Donut King. Does like to give a little donut when he does well. Anders Rowe in his Sheffield kit obviously won't be using that for the rest of the season now. Their season is done. And the riders are now coming into tapes for heat number 2. And Anders Rowe makes a beautiful gate, as does Kevin J. Pedersen off the outside. But Anders Rowe just cuts across his line, and coming up off the inside as well is Tobias Thompson, getting himself into second place. Drew Kemp's at the rear of the field at this early stage, but Anders Rowe is away and gone out in front, and he made gate 1 work and dominated that first and second turn. Tobias Thompson is in second place at the moment, being put under some pressure by Kevin J. Pedersen in third, and Drew Kemp is some way tailed off at the rear of the field in this one. But Anders Rowe is away and gone out in front, and Tobias Thompson looks comfortable enough in second place. Kevin J. Pedersen will be happy with this one in third place, and Drew Kemp is now starting to close up on the young Dane, but not quite there yet. Anders Rowe is away and he's gone, and he can streak to a victory in this one. Tobias Thompson's fairly comfortable. Drew Kemp has slowed down at the rear of the field, and he's going to toodle round for the end of the race, I think, but won't score in this one. Coming round 3 and 4 for the final time, Anders Rowe takes a very easy win with Tobias Thompson in second and Kevin J. Pedersen, who did put some pressure on him late on in third. So the result of heat number 2 is a win for the rider in red, Anders Rowe. Second in white, Tobias Thompson, and third in yellow, Kevin Joel Pedersen, with Drew Kemp bringing up the rear of the field. I don't envy people who do solo comms. Palmer's going to be sacked if he ain't back soon. Kevin J. Pedersen's fuming, just dumped his bike and walked off. Not an happy bunny. Anders Rowe did this all from the start, really. It was all done from the first couple of turns. Good start, and then just sent the inexperienced on British tracks Danish rider out wider, and allowed Tobias Thompson through as well. We've got riders out for heat number 3 now. This race includes the Harbour Masters champion, who will be looking to add to his Harbour Masters title by adding the Blue Riband as well. The defending champion Edward Kennett is also in this heat, along with Jonas Jepsen and Luke Killeen, who comes in as a last-minute replacement. The Oxford racer will be racing again on our watch-along tomorrow night for the Oxford Spires in what has now been confirmed as their final meeting, with the club not running the Spires next season. It will just be the Cheetahs and Chargers, no matter what the league format is. The starts look grippy tonight. They look very grippy actually tonight. And Jonas Jepsen, good to see he's feeling no ill effects after an awkward crash last night in Heat 15 at Glasgow, chasing down Dan Thompson and Leon Flint. Went really hard into the Bend 2 airbag, but luckily suffering no ill effects. And gave his all while he was guesting for Poole, actually. Hit number 3, gate 1 in red, Jonas Jepsen. Gate 2 in blue, Luke Killeen. Gate 3 in white, the Harbour Masters champion, Paul Stark. And off the outside in yellow, the defending Blue Riband champion from last season, Edward Kennett. Or whenever it was last run. And the start marshal calls him into order for heat number 3. And it's a good start for the rider in red, Jonas Shepson, who's gated really quickly. Paul Stark is there or thereabouts as well. Luke Killeen doesn't make the start, but does have a drag to the first turn. Edward Kennett's bike's gone up in smoke off the first turn. Looks like an engine may have gone for the defending champion, but it is Jonas Shepson away and gone out in front. There's a big cloud of smoke covering Ben's 1 and 2 from Edward Kennett's machine. He's out of the race, I think, although I can't see him on the centre green. But Jonas Shepson's away and gone. Luke Killeen, he's starting to put a bit of pressure on the Danish racer, though, out in front. And I said last night that I thought Jonas Shepson was being eyed up potentially by Poole for next season. He's doing himself absolutely no harm at all. Yeah, Edward Kennett is now on the centre green. Luke Killeen's holding off Paul Stark in second place. Starkey is starting to find a bit of speed now. Luke Killeen's going to have to ride defensively to hold off the Harbour Masters champion. Luke Killeen's a bit out of shape. He's going to stack it if he ain't careful. He runs wide and allows Paul Stark through. Just keep it under control and has got speed, but he ain't going to get that position back. And it's an easy win for Jonas Shepson. Paul Stark picks up second, and Luke Killeen's furious with himself for that mistake. And it is unfortunate. You never do know what you're going to get from Luke Killeen. He's always just a moment away from a mistake that scuppers a race, and so it proved. But Edward Kennett not getting off to the best of starts for his title defence. Jimmy, it was 2022 when he did the business. That sounds about right. Yeah, it's a few years ago now. Paul Stark lucky to pick up second place there. Did the hard yards. He actually borrowed Will Cairns' helmet colour. That's what Will Cairns was waiting for. Jonas Shepson away and gone, easy as you like from the start line. And I think that might have been an engine for Edward Kennett. He made an okay start. He was there or thereabouts early on, and then he just slows up, smoke all coming out the back of that bike, and that was it. And that looks expensive, to be honest. That was tough gig. You can do it for them when I read the lineup out.
Thanks, mate.
We're on to heat number 4. Richard Lawson's got his Kings Lynn number 1 on again. I don't quite know why he's not number 1 for this, but he has. Heat number 4, gate 1 in red. Sorry, Scott Nichols. It looks like a funny red. That it's very faded. Gate 2 in blue, Darryl Richards. Gate 3 in white, the late call up Ben Morley. Gate 4 in yellow, the pre-meeting favourite Richard Lawson. Winnie is Mr. 100%. Okay, he's back now. He was on the phone.
Yeah, apologies. I was on phone. And yeah, but we're back now for the rest of the meeting. 100%.
And so far, Paul Stark's inherited second place. Edward Kennett's blown up his engine. Adam Ellis retired, and Vinnie Ford won heat 1.
Has the street been all right for you, your end?
Yeah, nothing yet, boss.
Lovely jubbly. So, heat number 4 then. The takes fly, away we go. And Ben Morley's made half a decent start there, to be fair, but it's Scott Nichols that gets to the first with Richard Lawson blasting himself right around the outside. So Lawson, as we probably expected here, absolutely smoking this one, and he's pulling quite the lead over Scott Nichols here, with Darryl Richards now looking to put some pressure on Ben Morley. Morley holding a decent line here of just blocking out the challenge of Darryl Richards as it stands, although Richards is falling off and he's on his bum as the three now enter the next lap, and the Reds haven't come on, so Big Dazza must have cleared the track, and he has fair play. Well, he has now fair play to him, as we've got one lap then left to go with heat number 4. And Richard Lawson is doing what Richard Lawson does around Poole. Not many people beat him round here, and he comes round and he's about to take the checkered flag for heat number 4.
Michelle, hey chaps, couldn't make it to Wimborne Road tonight. Might buy the stream to watch tomorrow as we'll miss the first hour. Then saw you guys were covering it, so tuning in from the car. Have I missed much? Not really. Vinnie Ford won heat 1 with Zach Cook in 3rd, Adam Ellis retired and Will Cairns 2nd. Anders Rowe won heat number 2. Paul Stark gets a 2nd. Richard Lawson's just won heat 4. It's probably about it, to be honest.
Paul Stark starting with a 2nd, and I'm going to win the rest of the rides, and the Masters is going to add the Blue Riband.
He did get lucky with that 2nd. Luke Killeen made a bit of a mistake and allowed Paul Stark.
There's no surprise.
He ran wide and got all out of shape and all sorts. And heat number 4 was won by the rider in yellow, Richard Lawson, 2nd in red, Scott Nichols, and 3rd in white, Ben Morley, with Darryl Richards falling and clearing the track. He did fall on his own. Jimmy, welcome back, Mr. 100%. That's you now. Not almost well famous Scunny Dan, Mr. 100%.
Oh, I'm gonna have to make a logo for that. No,
almost well famous Scunny Dan, 100%.
100%. Yeah, not been a bad meeting to be fair so far.
Nah, it's getting a little bit slick though on that one line. They're not venturing anywhere off that one line, are they, at the moment?
No.
Vinnie Ford leads the way. Who'da funky?
He can come from Scotland and ride in a meeting at Poole, but he can't turn up for the Steelers.
No.
Talking to somebody else who doesn't want to turn up for the Steelers, Adam Ryan's there as well. Ironically, on the spanners for Adam Ellis.
Oh.
This evening. Bit of a trek that from Glasgow.
Just a little bit. The concern.
One man that didn't want to
carry on.
One man that didn't want to do it, Richard Lawson, he's gone off to a flyer.
He has, yeah. He just couldn't be arsed to go to Glasgow last night, could he? He had an injury, but he's guesting for Oxford Spires tomorrow night as well. So he, it's mad what 24 and 48 hours respectively can do for a rider, isn't it?
R.I.P. in pieces. Oxford Spires will be foreverly missed and never ever remembered.
And that's tomorrow night's stream. The Anders Rowe still doesn't know how to put a beanie on.
This is pissing me off now.
I really like Anders Rowe's team wear that his dad's got there. The 111 Row Racing. Really, really nice.
It is. It's really nice merch.
Something different. It's one of the few riders that don't use Sublam stuff, but it works.
I think Dougie's testimonial merch is similar to that as well, to be honest.
Yeah, it is, yeah. You found out who we're sponsoring in that yet? Because no Fredder.
Honestly, Mush, ain't got a clue. I will send an email over, after this.
Is this one of them? Am I going to have to remind you?
Not quite. Just give me a moment. I'm going to set a very important reminder on my phone.
Blimey. Kevin Pedersen looked decent in his first ride. Will Cairns is just straight over to the camera. Will Cairns is living his best life. Just strolling round, not a care in the world. And these are the sort of meetings you can afford to do that, isn't it? It's just a bit of fun.
Just have a bit of yeah.
And we've got 14 people still watching us. You've missed Mr. Wheeler. He was in the chat for a little bit. I don't know if he's still here. If you are watching, give us a comment. Keep us going.
Definitely.
Paul Stark, the Harbour's Masters champion, is getting ready for his next race. I don't know what looks tighter, his Kevis or the race jacket over the top of him. That'd be what I'd look like in Speedway Kevlar's. Bloody massive.
So would I, to be fair.
But also, we don't know how much body cover and stuff he's got on, so...
Wait, this race suit I've got up on my wall here next to me, I can't get into him. That Peter Kilderman there. on
Well,
the Spanish for your Miss Jepson.
probably. Yeah, it could be. I didn't actually see him, I won't lie to you. Eddie Kennett's having a chinwag with Richard Lawson. Will Cairns is stood there joining in as well. He's bloody everywhere in this pits. That spanner man for Eddie Kennett looks like right my takeaway is Danny. Luke
Now,
Kin-
you was only saying yesterday I look like Daddy from
on that
My Takeaway.
on that edit you did. You and your chat GPT edits.
Well, you can't go giving away me secrets.
Oops, my bad.
I told you that in confidence.
What about ChatGPT or the fact you'd done an edit? Because ChatGPT is not a secret. I was going to say that it's not a secret by any means. Is that Mitch McDermott in with Luke Killeen and Senna Summers?
Probably.
It looks like him. And he's obviously he's over for the weekend when the Cheetahs race the Red Car Bears, which we'll be watching on Sunday evening.
And obviously, if you've got enough all to do Friday evening, get yourself up to the Echo Arena at Redcar, and I'll even let you buy me a bottle of Nuki Brown.
Nobody wants to buy you a beer. Nobody.
Oh, all right then. I'll buy my own beers.
How long you doing at Redcar for? You back? You're down at Leicester on Saturday, aren't you? You staying over in Middlesbrough or travelling down through the night?
Staying in a place called Ripon on Friday night, and then as long as the meeting's done in decent time, I'll be getting the train back home on Saturday evening with all the alcoholics on the train.
The joys, eh? Adam Ellis will be hoping for better fortunes in this one. Broke down whilst leading heat number 1, allowing Vinnie Ford the opening win of the meeting. And I bet you were sat there on the phone watching him breaking down, going, "No!"
Oh, I was saying on the phone, insert explicit words here, Adam.
In number 5.
Insert explicit word.
Richard Lawson goes off gate 1 in red, winner of heat number 4. Gate 2 in blue. Adam Ellis gate 3 in white. Anders rowing off the outside in yellow is Paul Stark. Adam Ellis is the lowest scorer in this race coming into it. You would
Who'd have thought that?
You'd have expect this to be a battle between gates 1 and 2, but Anders Rowe is more than capable, especially around here, and the young whippersnapper himself has got it in him to have a good go as well. Although it's a tough lineup for Stark, it is.
That'll be alright. Gate 4 just met the gate and be alright.
To be fair, gate 4 and gate 1 have been the place to be, 2 wins apiece.
So Stan Marshall walks away for heat number 5.
What's
Richard Lawson's got to drop the tapes.
Has his clutch gone? I think his clutch might have gone. He's tried to pull that in and it's through and forward. I think his clutch has gone there.
Well, that was silly, wasn't it?
I don't know what's happened now.
Wasn't.
Look, he's tried to pull that in. No,
Yeah.
I think his clutch has gone there. Be interesting to see what the ref does with this one. I think it's Paul Carrington. Yeah, it is Paul Carrington.
Oh.
That was a strange one. That bike's knackered. I think his clutch has gone.
Expensive, that.
And he's walking that bike back. I saw his comment about hoping somebody had washed his kevies last night because he didn't want to be racing in someone's sweat. You ain't going to get that bike back through there. That's it. Just leave it for your spanner man to walk with it. You walk through and he's got to walk all the way around because of how those advertising boards are stationed.
Yeah,
2 minutes are
right.
back on. Has Richard Lawson been excluded? There's no reserves that I know of either. I ain't seen anyone in there. I'll tell you what.
They didn't give any reserves on the in the lineup, did they?
This throws the meeting wide open if Richard Lawson's out. I don't think he's going to get to go off 15 metres in this somehow.
It don't look like anybody's bringing him a bike out either.
No, he's been excluded. The pre-meeting favourite. He's just keeping it interesting.
Yeah.
But Stark is going to get another point regardless of what happened, although I won't bank on that actually.
No, I wouldn't bank on him getting a point either because he's going to get 3. Have some faith, man.
No.
Oh, okay. Don't have the faith then.
No rider goes off gate 1 now. That's definitely Adam Rowan and Silhouette though.
Yes.
Gate number 2 in blue is Adam Ellis. Gate 3 in white, Anders Rowe. Gate 4 in yellow, Paul Stark. And the Harbour Master is about to pick up another point to add to his 2 from his first race.
Get in. Let's go. So, heat number 5, take 2.
Riders ain't in a particular rush to get ready, are they?
No. In a word, no. So, Star Marshal then does the YMCA, walks away, the tapes fly, away we go. And to be fair, it's a decent start from all 3, but it's Adam Ellis that gets there first with Anders Rowe there in second. The Harbour Masters winner is in 3rd place and he's comfortably in the 3rd place as well. Beautiful ride there from Anders Rowe to get round the outside here of Adam Ellis. And now Ellis just virtually settled down there in second, although he's still chasing Anders there out in front. Young whippersnapper's just getting to watch all of this unfold, and to be honest, I can't blame him for just sitting back and watching this in 3rd. I'd do the same if I had a bike as we come into the next lap. Now, and Anders is not. He's got a decent gap over Adam, but he's not really pulling away from him, if that makes sense. As we come into the final lap now, so I've only got about 15 more seconds of being able to talk to you about this race, which is good because there's not a lot happening. But Anders is still there in the front, and he's about to come round and take his win of the night. And Adam claims his first points of the evening.
And Paul Stark untroubled in 3rd there. Brilliant ride by the Harbour Master.
Oh, it was fantastic. I'm ever so proud.
He had someone's Anders Rowe's bike smoking a bit now as well. There's a lot of smoking going on. Stark is his as well.
I think it might be because the track surface is quite cold and damp.
Yeah.
And there's some in the surface moisture that gets into the engines, which makes them look like they've had a zesty cigarette on a street corner.
So heat number 5 was won by the rider in white, Anders Rowe. 2nd in blue, Adam Ellis. And 3rd in yellow, Paul Stark. And Richard Lawson's mantle of being the unchallenged winner for this one, which, let's be honest, he probably was for us both before this meeting. Knowing his Wimborne Road form has suddenly become worrying because there's no semis or final either. It's straight 20.
Straight 20 races, isn't it, tonight?
So he can't afford to be scoring no points, and that's put his title hopes under pressure. I mean, he won't bother him, but you know, you never want to be beaten by anybody on your home circuit when you've made it a fortress, do you?
No, mush. Pretty much, no.
In number 6, gate 1 in red, Darryl Richings. Gate 2 in blue, Jonas Jepsen. An impressive winner of his first ride as well, actually. Gate 3 in white is William Cairns, who made an awful start but had some good speed about him. And off the outside in yellow, it's the cult hero of D&D Media, Tobias Thompson.
Oh, somebody's been setting fireworks off round here, and it smells absolutely gorgeous.
I bet it's sending Marley the dog potty, though.
Don't worry, my dog's proper shut and he can't get in. He's tried to get in, but he can't get in. I'm not having another meltdown like I had that time.
Crime must be at an all-time high around Poole. Looks like they've strapped the Speedway Riders Benevolent Fund promotional thing down to the floor.
You know, that's there to stop riders from hitting the poles of the tapes.
It's got ratchet straps on it. I think I'd rather hit the pole of the tapes than a ratchet strap.
You and me both. Mush tapes rise then anyway for heat number 6. Away we go. And it is the cult hero himself, Tobias Thompson, that gets first, and he's leading with Darryl Richings there in second place.
Shepson's broke down.
Will Cairns is there in third. Will Cairns in third, Jonas Jepsen broken down at the rear of the field. And this meeting's already throwing a few surprises here for this evening. But the scare them people man blasted his way out onto a heat victory here as it stands for heat number 6. Although, to be fair, Darrell Richards isn't a million miles behind. One mistake from Tobias there, and Darrell may be through. As we come through with one lap then left to go. I could tell you Will Cairns is settled there in third. It's a great ride for Will Cairns in third. He doesn't need to do a thing. Will Cairns' ride here is almost as impressive as Paul Stark's in the last one. And that was a very, very impressive ride there as well for Tobias Thompson.
That will feel sweet for Darrell to beat the man who came in to replace him.
Oh, 100%.
And if I was Poole, Danny Potter and Midlow and all of that, I'd seriously be looking at Darrell for next season full time. He didn't do a lot wrong while he was here. He's just shown he can ride this track as well as anyone still. No donuts from Toby. I'm a bit disappointed with that, I must admit.
No, we're saving them for when...
Oh, there we go. He's heard our disappointments and thought, sod you fatties, here we go.
What a bad.
And brilliant ride from him there, to be honest. Jonas Jepsen broke down, but he was at the rear when he broke down anyway. And some of the pre-meeting favourites are just struggling a little bit. It's the Berwick Kevlars. It's the Berwick suit.
I know, Richard Lawson's suit last night was bloody fantastic for him.
Just awaiting the result of... they're not flashing results up, have you noticed? So I don't actually know what colour he was in. Yeah, they're not flashing the results up.
You want me to do the results as well with doing a programme?
Have you got colours?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that then.
So I'll make up for the lost time from being on the telephone. Heat number 6 was a win for the rider in yellow, Tobias Thompson. Second in red was Darrell Richards, and third in white, William Cairns, because Jonas Jepsen in blue packed up at the back because he's crap.
Luke Killeen will be fuming of making that mistake, but like I called in real time while you're on the phone, he's never too far away from a silly mistake that costs him points, is he?
He isn't, no.
And Scotty's got his Oxford suit on. He must really dislike those Plymouth Kevlars.
Who likes them?
It's true. It's very true.
Who in the right mind likes them?
Heat number 7, gate 1 in red, Luke Killeen, gate 2 in blue, Scott Nichols, gate 3 in white, Drew Kemp, gate 4 in yellow, Zach Cook. To be fair, some of the more minor point scorers in the meeting in this heat.
Yeah, 100%. This could be a very interesting race, this.
Zach on 1, Drew 0, Scotty on 2. Who's the other one in here? Killeen on 1 as well. So not a race win between this lot. And to be fair, Zach was lucky to get that 1 point he's got. It's only because Adam Ellis retired that he got that.
God's sake, Zach. You're coming to Scunny next year. We can't be having this, pal.
It's disgusting behaviour, isn't it?
Just a note to any Poole fans watching, we don't know if he's actually coming. I just said that to try and get in your heads. Anyway, Tapes Rice for number 7 and talk about him when he gets to that first Zach Cook or Luke Killeen. Come underneath, him. It's not quite worked out for him. And the other young whippersnapper in the beat, Scott Nichols, finds himself at the back as Drew Kemp looks to try and come round Luke Killeen here, but Drew just riding safe because you never know what Luke Killeen's going to do. And now Drew Kemp trying to come round the outside there. It's not quite working out for him in this one. Not like it did in 2023 anyway, as Zach Cook has the lead then, and they're almost neck and neck now with for second and third. Luke Killeen's on his ass and Drew Kemp's gone down with him.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
As you say, Bush, you're never far away from a Luke Killeen incident.
And those two do battle again tomorrow night with Oxford v Leicester.
They do. Rest in peace, Oxford Spires.
At least Oxford ain't too far away from here. And that's the second time tonight Luke Killeen's been in a really good position and made a mistake.
God's sake, Luke.
What's he done here? He's gone in miles too often. He's stacked it. Kemp's laid it down to avoid him. Good reactions from Drew. Yeah. Luke Killeen will be excluded for that. There was no pressure on Zach, I don't think. I think he gets the win. Luke Killeen's limping away. He's done himself a bit of damage there.
He looks like me when I did my ankle.
hobbling around.
Just hobbling around, screaming in pain because it hurt that much.
And I think Luke Killian's in the SON2 team for GB, isn't he?
How?
So,
Just how?
So
He's Australian.
well, he's
He
born,
hasn't lived here. He hasn't lived here long enough to even be considered part British.
and he got British ancestry there.
Yeah, his dog's nan's pigeon cat might be from Salford.
But I'd imagine that race will be awarded. Maybe not.
I didn't know.
Race stopped and Killeen excluded. Doesn't say it's been awarded though.
It'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Kevin Pedersen looks so young.
I don't think he's that old, actually, to be honest.
Any like 18 or something like that. He's around about that age, isn't he?
Yeah. I'll have a look now for you, sir. Kevin Jewel there he is. Born in 2000. He's only 24. Same age as my sister.
Bloody hell, he don't look 24.
That shot mush, he looks about 44.
And he's had a few Carl Wilkins cigarettes.
Yeah, as a pack an hour.
He don't look that old. He reminds me a little bit of Alex Spooner.
You know, he looks a little bit of a crossover. You might not recognise one of these names, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Oh.
He looks like a crossover of Alex Davis and Ben Basso. But when you see Alex Davis, Ben Basso together, you see that as the love child.
It is going to be rerun Heat 7. I don't think there was much of a race left to be had, if I'm honest. I don't understand that one. Could have been awarded. Zach was clear, and I don't think there was much of a battle between Drew and Scotty either, to be honest. Scotty was at the back, and Drew was battling for second.
He was.
Before Killeen decided to stack it.
But, oh no, I was going to say, I thought that was our young whippersnapper there on the telly box,
No,
but it's
Zach.
not. It's Zach Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Another chance for Zach. That was although to be fair,
He was miles clear.
he was miles clear.
He was away and gone.
Let's rephrase it. So another chance for Drew. There we go.
And Scotty. Don't forget old Scott Butt. Will Cairns is up and down this pits like a madman tonight. He's loving life up and down.
He's either really loving life or it's really, really cold, and walking up and down them pits is warming him up.
It's true. He's even been in the away pits with Eddie Kennett and Richard Lawson and people like that.
Eddie Kennett rider replacement.
It's been a while since Eddie Kennett retired from Heat, whatever Heat he retired from. 3? 4? 3?
3, yeah. He's out in the next one actually after this.
Hit number 8.
The
rerun. Adam Royden and Silhouette. Same thing. Adam Royden and Silhouette goes in gate number 1 in red. Scott Nichols gate 2 in blue. Drew Kemp gate 3 in white. Good to see him up and okay. And Zach Cook, who was leading the initial stage, and goes off gate 4 in yellow.
But it does.
8, 7, one of the two. It feels like it's been a long night.
We're only 45 minutes into the meeting as well.
It just feels like it's been so stop-start.
Hopefully we'll get on to a point where we just get on to a decent run.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe from Heat 8 after they've had the inevitable track raid. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll be on tomorrow night from Oxfordshire. Oxford TV returns twice in a matter of days.
Normal service is resumed. First Master walks away for heat number 7 and takes fly up. Away we go. Drew Kemp's made a beautiful start there, and Zach Cook now looking to come up the inside here, and it's still Drew Kemp with that lead at the moment. And we said this is going to be a massive thing for Drew Kemp here, being able to have another go, and he's taken full advantage of it. Zach Cook's chasing all the way, and Scotty Nichols is just chilling there in third, thinking he don't really need to outprove anything. He's just here for a bit of fun. But Drew Kemp certainly looking to prove a point to the Poole supporter that called him Mr. Grumpy, and maybe he can win this event and have a smile on his face, just like he did in 2023. We won't mention what happened, but he was smiling as we're coming to one last lap to go then. And this race, to be honest, now is a little... Zach Cook's packed up. Zach's packed up.
Dear.
And,
oh dear, oh dear.
That's just gifted Drew Kemp the win, even though we was probably going to win it anyway, and that's gifted Scotty Nichols a second place.
And Zach Cook's going to have to come round for the 1 point. I don't really think he cares, though. I think he will come round. It's not really... It's a Mickey Mouse meeting, isn't it?
It's not got the prestige that this meeting used to have.
Is he running?
He's
He's running.
running to get a point.
No, Zachary. Don't do that. Zach's, he ain't even running properly. He's half-arsing that. He cannot be screwed, can he? It's just a little tool in the pot. Where's the Benny Hill theme when you need it? I'm glad you did that and didn't decide to put it on YouTube on your phone. There would have been our copyright strike.
I know I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid.
Well, do you want me to comment on that? And Zach's just done that. He's got to walk all the way back to the bloody pit. I'd have just took him back to the pits. I wouldn't have bothered about the 1 point. He's on 1 point from 2 points, from 2 rides. He ain't going to really do a lot on that kind of score.
No. Results of heat number 7, by the way, was won by the rider in white, Drew Kemp. Second in blue was Scott Nichols. And the third, when he got there, Zach Cook in yellow, because Luke Killeen decided to follow his bum. So yeah.
You got Richard Lawson, the Rocket Man, and Zach Cook, the Running Man.
Yeah.
Edward Kennett's back out here. Can he get more than 2 bends? The Edward Kennett.
Surprised he got that far.
The Edward Kennett Resurgence Tour hasn't even completed a lap yet.
And we've got last year's cult hero in this one in red, Spinny Vinny.
Zach's going to walk back in and they're going to be like, what the bloody hell did you run that for? The worst thing was, he broke down right by the pits. I'd have just been like, soddy, open the gate, I want to go back in. I ain't running that. Stupid meeting. Heat number 8, gate number 1 in red, winner of heat number 1. Vinnie Ford, a while ago now that. Gate 2 in blue, Kevin Pedersen. Gate 3 in white, Edward Kennett, rider replacement. And off the outside in yellow, Ben Morley and his sunglasses.
What boy?
Legend of a man. Although he could have gave us a bit of warning he was in this to do his social media.
Well, maybe, you know, he got the call up and he had to just dash there. He didn't have time to message us.
And then he was thinking, sod the social media, fellas.
Stop the social media, guys.
Good boys, Ben. Sound as a pound.
Well, he calls us bro, so we can't be doing a bad job, can we?
He's just so chill. He reminds me a little bit of you when you proper chilled out like that, laid back, you'd fall over.
I'm normally like that, and then I started living with dogs.
And having that driving lesson the other day.
Yeah, never forget. Anyway, tapes rise for heat number 8 then. Where we go. Morley made a decent start there, but it's Kevin Yule Pedersen's got a Spinny Vinny's on his
Spinny Vinny giving Spinny Vinny giving the people what they want. Spin.
Oh, Jesus.
And Kevin J. Pedersen had to bail out of that as well, just as Edward Kennett, rider replacement, had got the lead and Ben Morley was into second. I'd expect Vinny will go for that.
Could someone tell Edward Kennett that was the worst wheelie I have ever seen?
Spinny Vinny giving the people what they want. What the hell is he doing there? At least he did it in style.
Was lucky not to collect Edward Kennett rider replacement.
And to be fair, Kevin Pedersen, there was a little bit of Spinny coming in front of him. Is Vinny arguing with someone or what?
Probably.
It looked like he was having a go at it looked like he was having a go at the fella in the glasses.
He doesn't look happy, if that's anything.
He doesn't, does he? And for me though, Kevin Pedersen falls himself. I know he's a little bit put off, but it's a very, very delayed fall. Vinny will go for that.
I wouldn't mind seeing the replay. Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't mind seeing the replay though, just to see the crash again.
Just to see who was at fault. Starkey having a chinwag with Tobias Thompson and Anders Rowe. It's a Poole riders meet up. Rowe is a tall boy, isn't he?
Starkey, hero. Tell Anders how to put his hat on right, pals. As I said, it's pissing me off now. Anders, just put your hat on right.
You've got all weathers there. You've got Anders in a beanie, you've got Tobias in a cap, and you've got Starkey with nothing. Bit of all weathers.
You've got Starkey with his hair gelling. Benjamin's going to get a point here.
He is.
Maybe more.
Maybe more. He was there or thereabouts.
Ben Morley, Blue Riband winner, 2025. Here we go.
So we've had Luke Killeen fall off, which we'd have all had on our bingo cards, and we've had Spinny Vinny do a spin, which we'd have all had on our bingo cards.
Oh, well done. Oh yeah, forgot to put his in there actually.
I wish I'd done a bingo card for this.
It's always next year.
The rerun of heat number 8, no rider off gate 1. Gate 1 is a really bad place to be. It seems to be everyone that goes there gets excluded. No rider off gate 1, Kevin Pedersen gate 2 in blue, Edward Kennett gate 3 in white, Ben Morley gate 4 in yellow. Wheeler saying, so come on Edward, you missed the rider replacement there, Mr. Wheeler.
And the Kennett.
Edward Kennett RR, to give him his proper name. And he did actually say in his interview pre-meeting he does want to come back to racing in British League next season. He's done a few meetings on the Isle of Wight this year, but he wants to come back to full-time British League racing.
Well, if it's one big league next year, we could do with a few riders coming out of retirements. So cheers Eddie K. RR. To start marshal and walked away for heat number 8 at Tapes Rise. Away we go. And Kevin, your Pedersen just dies underneath the inside there of Edward Kennett. Ben Morley can just sit back, chillax and watch these two go hammer and tongue at it. And the very impressive Kevin, your Pedersen here out there in front. He even does a little bit of a wheelie as he comes out of the fourth bend there. I've never seen a rider do it that impressively in my life, and I've been watching this stuff for 20 years. And to be fair, he's picking up a decent lead now over Eddie Kennett. And to be fair, as long as Ben keeps going, which he is doing, he's going to get another point.
He's miles clear in third. Impressive.
This is absolutely bloody marvellous. As we come round turns 3 and 4 then for the third time, we've worked one lap remaining of this one. And it's a bit strung out now, isn't it? Kevin, your Pedersen, he could just walk round and he'd win this at this point.
Jump off and push it like Zach, so he's not alone. Hold on.
But to be fair, Kev looked quite fast.
He looked good there. He looked really good. I'd be interested to see that race winning time.
I wonder if Poole Twitter are putting them on.
Speedway Updates is putting them on off the stream.
Oh, the race times?
I don't know where he's getting the times from, to be honest. I ain't saw the time pop up on the stream.
Not unless they're just saying them.
Possibly, that Scotty Mitchell does generally do that, actually. Morley looks a little bit disgruntled, but he had the easiest third place in the world there.
Basically, yeah. Anyway, so result of heat number 8 was a win for rider in blue, Kevin Yule Pedersen. Second in white was Edward Kennett, rider replacement, and third in yellow, Ben Morley. Spinny Vinny there fell and excluded.
Are we going to have another track grade? I don't think we are.
Um,
Ben Morley's not last. I'll have a bit of that.
Getted. Leaderboard then as it stands at the minute. Anders Rowe tops the leaderboard on 6, Tobias Thompson on 5, Kevin Yule Pedersen, Scott Nichols on 4, Drew Kemp, Vinnie Ford, Jonas Jepson, Richard Lawson, Will Cairns and Paul Stark all on 3, Darrell Richards, Adam Ellis, Edward Kennett ride replacement, Zach Cook and Ben Morley all on 2, and then Luke Killeen on 1.
Do you want a really pointless fact here? 3
Go
of
on.
the 4 riders that won their opening race either fell or retired from their second one. Richard Lawson, Vinnie Ford and Jonas Jepsen. Vinnie fell and Jonas and Lawson both retired. But all 3 of those won their first race. And all 3 failed to score from their second. Bit of a useless fact.
And we've got the rest of the Poole team here having a chin wag.
It's split here at Adam Ellis.
And Adam Ellis, who,
He's
let's be honest,
quite close.
May
Oh,
end up-
it's Jonas Jepsen.
It's Jepsen.
Scrap that, it's the Poole team. Because he will be there next year, I'm certain of that. It's just the Poole team.
is that Danny Ford in the crowd there?
It's probably going to Jonas Jepsen's representatives to get a contract signed. It was Danny Ford standing by a little turnstile tunnel thing.
Standing by like a pipe. Yeah.
Shall we have a quick breather for a minute?
Go on then. Hello, everybody. We're back. I know, much to your displeasure. Soz. But we really needed a wee. So that's what happens when we have these short breaks. But we're back now. The crowd looks cold.
Some crazy people have got
Adam.
bloody shorts on, mush.
Trust me, I'm not one of them. I've got full-on trackies on this evening. 2 pairs of them, to be precise.
Bloody hell, you're a bit fresh.
Frozen mush.
We'll have Roe wearing a swimming cap. That's a good way to describe it.
Beaver, swimming caps come past your ears or mush. Why can he not get the concept? If he's going to wear it out, at least cover his ears up. Oh, bad.
Why is Adam Ellis
I
got
like
2 chairs?
One of them's Richie Hawkins.
But he's not there.
I think I have seen him, he's just not with Adam at the moment.
Oh, okay. I was
Could
going to
be
say.
wrong.
That's just in case they forget whose chair's whose.
I do like the fact Ipswich get the riders' chairs and they have the names on them.
Wolves did that, but that was more of an NGK thing. It was NGK partnership with Wolves. They did it in the year before their last one, 22.
It's a good idea. It's better than sitting in the pits on some scaffold board being propped up by old used oil containers.
True.
I'm looking at you, Scunthorpe. I mean, what?
You mean to tell me one of Scunthorpe's riders and the centre green presenter are scaffolders and they're still propped up on old oil containers?
And the rider that rides for the Scunthorpe is a scaffolder.
Please,
Going to be representing Great Britain in SON2 week on Friday.
Yeah, he's in the squad, isn't he?
He's been named in the final 3.
Oh, is he in it? Is it him, Dan and Luke Killeen, isn't it?
Yeah. Well earned, to be fair, if you ask me.
It is. It's a good lineup, that, if Luke Killeen can stay on. Speaking of Luke Killeen, he's off gate 4 in this one.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Tobias Thompson goes off the jinxed gate 1.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Heat number 9, gate 1 in red. Tobias Thompson, gate 2 in blue. Ben Morley, gate 3 in white. Adam Ellis, gate 4 in yellow. Luke Killeen. Just Killeen. Don't kill Morley, please.
In fact, if you don't kill him, Ollie, I'll give you a £5. How does that sound?
Our
if
viewers have
if
dropped
that's-
below double figures for the first time tonight. I'm interested whether Winnie's got a Cornetto, a Magnum, or what.
Well, we need to know this stuff.
I've now put away them Tangfastics. They're gone. Never to be seen again.
Are they gone in the same place Oxford Spires will have been going in about 25 and a half hours.
What, the funeral home? No, I've ate them.
Up to heaven, never to be seen again.
Oh! Don't know, tastiest sin I've ever known, though.
Anyway, tapes rising for heat number 9. And the rider in red there, Tobias Thompson's made it. Adam Ellis has blasted himself to try and get the win there, and he's just about got round Tobias Thompson, rider in yellow, Luke Killeen. Looks safe in third for the moment, but don't speak too soon, Daniel. And Ben Morley's just chilling at the back doing what Ben Morley needs to do, just have a little bit of fun. But yeah, this is a very good spirited ride here from Adam Ellis. About time he did one of these, to be honest, because I was getting slightly concerned, not going to lie. Tobias Thompson sitting there in second place, and Luke Killeen in third. Tobias showing a little bit of better form tonight around this track. Is it because there's no pressure on him or what? I just don't know. As we enter the final lap now, Adam Ellis is about half a straight ahead of Tobias there in second, with Lucas Killeen finishing in third.
Tough lineup for Morley, that, and so it proved. But last minute call up is just bike time, isn't it? That's all it is.
Exactly.
Like you always say to me, it's a long winter, so make the most of Speedway while we've got it.
Exactly.
And
Trust me, when you're a Scunthorpe fan, it is a bloody monster as well.
and to be honest, we don't know what Speedway is going to look like next year. So it's a not a worrying winter, so to speak, but
I mean, it's still going to be bikes going round in ovals.
it
But will
is.
it be one league? Will it be two leagues? Will it be no leagues? Will it be National League? Will it be Championship?
We have an answer from Winnie. Mint
Oh, what we
Magnum.
having?
Mint Magnum, just had it.
Oh.
Lovely job. Oh, I might get some of them from Asda's on Friday.
I might have to put some on my shopping list.
What time's your train down to Redcar on Friday?
Basically, almost whenever I finish work, get home, get a
Straight.
shower, then get to the choo-choo.
How many you got to get down to there?
I think it's free, same as Workington.
Long old journey
Funny.
then that. Not as long time wise. What was it, like
Oh,
10
some of
o'clock you
it.
got to Workington?
I'm gonna say I left Scunny at 4 and I got to Workington at it was about 10 o'clock.
And then sat eating pizza, watching Speedway.
And sat eating. Well, yeah, went and met Brett, got a pizza and got some chips and that, and then we were sat watching the Berwick versus Workington stream because Friday night antics when it's pissing it down at Workington, I suppose.
In number 10, Gate 1 in red, Edward Kennett, Gate 2 in blue, Anders Rowe, who I think is unbeaten so far. He is indeed. Gate 3 in white, Scott Nichols. Gate 4 in yellow, William Cairns, who's struggling a touch tonight, maybe.
Yeah, but it's one of them meetings tonight, innit? You can just... there's no pressure on him as such. You can just, like, test things out and everything for tonight and see what happens, eh?
You have a point, and with all due respect to everyone else in this, I'd expect Anders to go 3 for 3 here, but he is off the unfavoured gate. Gate 2 not performing particularly well, just the one heat win off it so far.
This is where Edward Kennett ride replacement comes to the party, innit? So, heat number 10, by the end of this race, will be halfway through the meeting as the tapes fly away we go. And it is Anders Rowe that's made the start there, and he's forced them all out wide. And Edward Kennett's now coming up the inside, and Will Cairns and Anders Rowe now blasting round the outside. And Scotty Nichols has joined the party as well. Edward Kennett's at the back. Nobody's going to employ Edward Kennett riding like this. Let's be realistic. Well, Plymouth might do again. But yeah, as we enter lap number 2 now, Anders Rowe's pulling away now from William Cairns, with Scott Nichols still there in third, and Edward Kennett is a million miles at the back at this point. So, yeah, there's not really a lot now happening in this one that I can really tell you about. Anders still leads. There's starting to be a bit of a battle for second now. Scotty Nichols is starting to put a bit of pressure on Will Cairns. Edward Kennett, though, he's at the back. He's got a good view of this one. Edward Kennett thinking is just watching a moving movie at View Cinema in 3D. And, yeah, that's that race done. Blue,
Palmer.
yellow.
Jimmy's joined the clan. He had a Magnum yesterday, if that counts. Magnums, beautiful things.
Oh,
What Magnum
lovely
did you
stuff.
have, though? That's the important thing.
I mean, after this, I'm going to have a fake Magnum from Farm Foods, if that's any consolation.
Have you tried them cherry ones? The cherry Magnum. It tastes just like a Black Forest Gatto on a stick. Bloody lovely.
I haven't, but now you've said this,
They're very, very
I'm
nice.
gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna rob a bank and go and get one.
Do you like Jaffa cakes?
I do indeed.
But Iceland have got Jaffa cake dipped ice lolly things now as well. It's like ice cream, then a layer of chocolate, then some orange sauce, and then another layer of chocolate on the top. Very nice.
Oh. Stop saying things like that at this time, otherwise I'm going to have to say something that I couldn't really say before the 9 o'clock watershed.
And we're getting a bit of a move on here now, actually.
Talking about Jaffa cakes, if you shop at Aldi, they've got cherry Bakewell Jaffa cakes, and they're absolutely bloody gorgeous.
Ooh.
And instead of, they've got like cherry Bakewell inside, and then they're dipped in like a white chocolate and cherry kind of coating thing at the bottom.
Nice.
Lovely.
Basic Magnum. Can't go wrong with basic. Although I do prefer
Basic
white
is best.
Magnums over milk chocolate ones. White ones are beautiful. Heat 11, Kevin Pedersen, gate 1 in red. Paul Stark, gate 2 in blue. Gate 3 in white. Zach Cook, but he's still knackered after his run. Gate 4 in yellow. Darryl Richings, who's been really impressive tonight. Actually fell in his first one, but cleared the track, but a very good second place in his second one.
This meet has thrown up quite a few surprises this evening, hasn't it?
It has, yeah, definitely has. Star Marshall's fixing the tapes for this one, because I thought they looked a bit dodgy for the last race, and they weren't on properly.
It's like watching Poole versus Oxford all over again. Never forget.
They are on right now. They're just twisted around funny. There we go.
There you go, pal. That's how you do it.
No, they're still not right in the middle. They're still not right in the middle.
They'll be fine.
They're in a little bit more of a stable condition than they were last time.
This is just giving the young whippersnapper more time to prepare him to gate for this one. As the start marshal finally walks away for heat number 11, the tapes rise, away we go. He hasn't bloody gated at all, as he is Starkey, but he's there in second at the stand, but now he's in third because Zach Cook's just stormed up nearly the inside there to take the win. Well, the lead, sorry, with Kevin Pedersen there in second, although Starkey's looking to come underneath Pedersen here. It's not quite worked out for him in this one. Darryl Richards is at the back. He's got a view of all of this. Paul Stark trying his absolute heart out here because he knows there's some fat lad in Scunny that wants him to add to his Harbour Masters title. As we come into the next lap now. Zach Cook's checked out away and gone in and go get a cheeseburger, but a big race is on for second and third. Kevin Pedersen just about got the beating of Paul Stark here as it stands at the moment, and Zach Cook obviously one of the pre-meeting favourites as Poole put on their Facebook page this morning, and Kevin Pedersen's now built up a solid enough lead now over the young whippersnapper to maintain that second place position as they come round the final two turns. And heat number 11, and Zach Cook takes the win.
I'll tell you what, one more lap and he could have been under some pressure from Pedersen there. And I don't think Pedersen will end up at Poole because of the race night, but I do think Pedersen will end up in British Speedway at some point. The stream's froze. Unless it's just a screen share. Good ride though from Pedersen. A very good ride from Pedersen. In fact, he has looked impressive tonight, hasn't he? Winchester's tuned in.
There was,
what a boy.
Hello, Winchester. Your golden D&D media ticket is coming to you via pigeon mail, so it might get to you within the next 60 years.
It might arrive before you're dead. Or it might not.
Maybe.
Oh, Jimmy said one now. This has got me intrigued. Aldi have cherry Bakewell ice cream too.
Oh.
My issue with cherry Bakewells is the glacier cherry on the top of it. Just not a fan of them. My way of eating a cherry Bakewell in general is take the cherry off, throw it in the bin and then eat the rest of it.
You see, we're both thinking on similar things. Your idea of eating a cherry bagel is chucking a cherry off the fucking tart. Apologies for language, it just come out. My idea of a diet is just blowing sugar off a donut. We're basically the
same. Oh God. Pedersen to Ashfield. Hit number 12, gate 1 in red, Richard Lawson. Gate 2 in blue, Vinnie Ford. Gate 3 in white, Eunice Epson. Gate 4 in yellow, Drew Kemp. Crikey, this is a line-up. And poor Vinnie Ford in the middle of it.
This is where Vinnie comes to the party and just takes it out on his machine and just goes and wins it.
Eunice Epson is off the favoured gate 3. But
Drew Kemp's no slouch.
No, Drew Kemp is no slouch, and it's Berwick off 2 and off 3 and 4, and Poole past and present off 1 and 2, both title winners last year with Poole, with Vinnie Ford and Richard Lawson. Is as he broke down, no, it's just the starts are very deep tonight, aren't they?
They are.
Richard Lawson looked like he was trudging through snow with his bike then.
Oh, don't mention snow.
Oh, okay.
We'll be having some of that soon.
Vinnie Ford's ready to go. No hanging around.
No hanging round at all, sir. So we'll try the for it. Number 12, Stamash walks away. The tapes fly up, away we go. Lawson's made an absolute blinder of a start there. And Jepson's packed up again. I think that looks like a train gone for Jonas Jepson. So where Richard Lawson has the lead with Drew Kemp in second position. Vinnie Ford's very, very safe now in third. As I'm pretty sure your JJ's packed up and he's on the infield somewhere, I'd imagine. There he is. As Richard Lawson is now about half a straight ahead of Drew Kemp in second. In turn, he's probably about half a straight in front of Vinnie Ford. So as you get the picture, it's a little bit processional, this one. And Richard Lawson just lying out there in front and showing why he's one of the favourites for this event. And he doesn't have to team ride, he doesn't get any bonus points for this one, so he could just ride his own race. And we've only got one lap left to go. And Drew Kemp looks very stylish, sharing second position when the camera pans on him, but coming around to take the victory in this one is Richard Lawson.
Ever so slight Robocopness started to creep in then.
I got that a bit with you just before the heat as well, to be honest. I think it may be a Discord thing tonight.
Possibly. I guess we'll find out on... It seems to be always around the same time it creeps in as well. It's usually around about the half-8 mark.
It's weird, isn't it?
Anders has got himself a wood chopping, tree cutting jacket thing on now.
I can't fault him. A shacket. They're quite nice. They look quite smart.
Good
I might
ride.
ask Father Christmas for one.
Good ride from Richard Lawson. Jonas Jepson gave up again. He's looked like a chain. And Vinnie Ford's just picking up a couple of points here or there. He ain't disgracing himself in any way.
Absolutely not. So leaderboard then as it stands. Anders Road tops the leaderboard on 9. Tobias Thompson second in 7. With Kevin Yule Pedersen, Richard Lawson both there in third with 6. Drew Kemp, Adam Ellis, Zach Cook, William Cairns, Scott Nichols all on 5. Vinnie Ford and Paul Stark on 4. Jonas Jepson on 3. Dazza Richins, Edward Kennett, Ben Morley and Lucas Colleen all on 2.
Yeah. And we've still got 15 watching us. So what have we got coming up then, Bush? Run us through what we've got coming up over the next few days.
So, you little handsome people that are watching us or listening to us, tomorrow evening we've got Oxford Spires versus the Leicester Lions. On Sunday we've got the Oxford Cheaters versus the Red Bears. I don't know what we've got next week.
That's it. I don't think there is any next week's Nations, isn't it?
It's Nations Week, innit?
And you can't do the Tuesday for the good line-up, and we ain't just going to come live for the sake of it for the shit one the day after. We'll watch that
Just
at our own leisure.
The worst bit is, right, I might... I just don't know what time I'll be home from work. If I get a flyer on Tuesday, I can bring my driving lesson forward. And if I can bring my driving lesson forward on Tuesday, I'll do it. But I can't promise anything.
Yeah, we'll see what... If there is one, it'll be a pop-up one that'll just come out of the blue.
A bit like last night's was.
Yeah, that came very much out of the blue, didn't it?
Yes, it did indeed.
And do you want to run us through the promotional advert as well for D&D Media?
Go on then. Is that Ben Trigger talking to Kenzie?
It should be on the screen now. Don't think so.
Anyway, if you know of any riders or clubs or are interested in any form of social media yourself, then don't be afraid to get in touch. As Dan and Dill here at D&D Media, we can specialise in social media management, creating pages, social media posts and graphics and regular updates and much more. If you should wish, we are also looking at expanding our avenues into more forms of media productions and everything in the coming time. So if you're interested in anything for next season, social media wise, please get in touch and we will sort you out a glorious deal Thank you very much. Have a splendid evening.
Shall we take a quick breather?
Go on then. Hello, everybody. We're back. How
Wow.
lovely is it to hear our voices again?
Well, it depends who you ask.
Our Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ.
You're assistant team manager in Virtual League Racing.
Yes. What a boy. Well, he tells me he identifies as a man, so I'm assuming so.
We're on with heat number
Heat
13.
number 30.
Great
We
morning
are.
and all that much.
Well, Wouldn't say great, but mine's, yeah.
Hit 13, gate 1 in red, Drew Kemp. Gate 2 in blue, Edward Kennett. Gate 3 in white, Daryl Richins. Gate 4 in yellow, Adam Ellis. Impressive winner last time out.
He was, really, wasn't he?
I will apologise in advance. I'm eating Tangy Toms now. Bloody starving.
Tangy Tom's proper crisps then.
Yeah, elite crisps.
If you're in the comments, we know a certain few of you will. What's your favourite kind of crisps? We're very intrigued now. Well, I am anyway. So, heat 13. So I shall try to get these boys into order. The two off the outside are ready to go. Come on, Edward and Drewbert. Starmaster walks away. The tapes rise and away we go. It's a good start there on from Drew Kemp there in the red helmet colour, and then Adam Ellis just blasted himself round the outside there in white. The battle on at the back here between who the bloody hell's in blue here, Edward Kennett and
Daryl Richins.
White Tower, yeah, him. And blue Edward Kennett just locking up a little bit there by the looks of things. And but Adam Ellis is quite a straightaway now, to be honest. And Drew Kemp sitting there in nicely and pretty safe and secure there in a second. I think Daryl's packed up now. But yeah, solid ride this from Adam there at the front and Drew sitting there in second. And there's no competition for Edward Kennett there in third either. And Adam's winning this in an absolute canter. And yeah, that's about it for heat number 13. Yellow, red, blue.
Here's one for you. Winnie, I'm a skips man. Quavers after that. Two elite crisps there.
Oh, very elite that.
Good gate from Drew there, good ride from Adam. Edward Kennett, you can tell he's not racing competitively much. He's been outgunned every first turn, he's been outgunned.
And to be honest, and to be fair to Mr. Rider Replacement, this lineup's a little bit more star-studded than what you'd get at the Isle of Wight.
It is, yeah.
Winchester sent me a message to answer your question. Thai sweet chili sensations are top notch, apparently.
Oh.
If you're into Thai sweet chili sensations, then Winchester is your man.
They're a bit posh for me, to be honest. Then
they are. I just don't like the all black packaging and the posh writing.
Too posh for you as well?
It scares me a little bit. Oh, anything that looks remotely posh is not for me.
Nah, we're men of simple pleasures.
Like chatting shit about riders riding round in circles. And it's just turned 9 o'clock now, so we could say the watershed has arrived.
This is an interesting heat, number 14. Gate 1 in red, William Cairns. Gate 2 in blue, Richard Lawson. Gate 3 in white, he's been very, very impressive tonight, Kevin Pedersen. Gate 4 in yellow, Luke Killeen, who's looked impressive but made some mistakes. But when he's not making mistakes, he's looked good.
Tell you one thing, I wouldn't want to be Kevin Pedersen's phone this winter.
Going to be busy, isn't it?
It's going to have a few offers. But
I'd be very surprised if Workington haven't already tried. Because he was very good there the other night, weren't he?
I think I said to Brett, I think it was, I said if I was Big Andy Bain, I'd have been getting that contract printed before the meeting started. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Brought some breaking news. Sheffield's just announced, we can confirm Sheffield Speedway is now up for sale with immediate effect, with Thursday's home meeting against Ipswich the last top flight fixture under the promotion.
That's not news to anybody really. Those in the know like you and me knew that earlier on in the year, but why keep it secret all year? It's a year wasted trying to sell the bloody thing.
Basically, yeah. Anyway, Heat 13 started. We're on back straight now, and Richard Lawson, I think, yeah, Richard Lawson's the one in blue, has got a decent lead now over Kevin Pedersen, who's putting some chase on, to be fair. William Kens there in third with Luke Killeen now at the back of the field. And this one, again, is one of them. It looks a little bit strung out. Lawson's there out in front, and he's really made up for that retirement that he had in his second ride. Will Cairns is starting to put a bit of pressure on Kevin Yule Pedersen now, to be honest. Luke Link could just chill out and watch this at the back. At least he's not taking anybody off this time. Well done, Luke. It's an improvement. Fair play, pal. As we enter the final lap then of heat number 14. And yeah, nobody's catching Richard Lawson, and that one blip I don't think is going to stop Richard Lawson now, to be honest, in winning this whole event, if I'm honest, as he takes another win. Blue, white, red.
Good ride from Lawson. That didn't make the gate. Kevin Pedersen actually got the gate, and Will Cairns as well, and Richard Lawson was a bit forceful. Kevin Pedersen nearly caused an upset there and beating Richard Lawson around his own track. And he's gating well, he's riding smart. Wouldn't think this is his first time at this track, would you?
You wouldn't one bit. No, it's been very impressive tonight, to be honest.
So when we have another track ride, we'll touch back on that Sheffield thing. Obviously, we both knew that was going to be the case. You hear whispers when you're in positions at clubs like me and you both were this season.
Yeah, you do. You do, yeah, to be honest.
It wasn't a surprise to hear Oxford stopping running the Spires either. That was something that was confirmed quite early on around people's inner circles as well.
Yeah, 200%.
You're that certain, are you?
That's certain.
We're on to number 15 now. We're nearly home and hosed, Mush.
That we are, darling.
But yeah, the next track ride we'll have a look at the news from Sheffield. Do you think a owner will be found? Someone will buy it out? We wait and see. And why has it took them so long to announce it as well? Who's pulled out? Who's due to be in gate 3 here?
Jonas Shepson.
Yeah, he's pulled out. Heat 15, gate 1 in red, Ben Morley. Gate 2 in blue, Zach Cook. No rider off gate 3, Jonas Shepson's night is over. And off the outside in yellow, Anders Rowe.
But it is.
Well, Ben Morley's going to get another point at least.
Big up, Morley. I love the smell of burning. It's lovely. I hope this house isn't on fire, otherwise I could be dead in the morning. But,
we're nearly done now though, Mush. Nearly done. Let's just hope your house ain't on fire.
well, hopefully. So the tapes and rise for heat number 15. Where we go. It's a very good start there for Zach Cook in the blue helmet colour. Now what can Anders Rowe do? Who's currently defending a maximum as it stands at the moment. But Zach Cook's just holding a decent line there. Anders looking back to see where his old teammate Ben Morley is. And to be honest, Anders, pal, he isn't going to put any pressure on you, but he might tell you how to put his beanie on right. Please do it, Ben. I will give you a fiver as we come into the next lap now. And Zach Cook still has the lead. Anders Rowe there in second. And maybe these two are just using this race to team ride if Poole decide to rejuggle a riding order a bit for their next meeting, which I believe is away at Redcar, to be honest. In a couple of weeks' time, we've got one lap left to go then. But Anders Rowe now is settled in second, and Ben Morley's very settled in third. This is a great ride from Ben Morley, by the way, in third. This is top-notch stuff. as we come round the final 2 bends, and Zach Cook's going to take 3 big points, and just like wherever's on fire, Anders Rose maximum goes in smoke.
Zach Cook there, after that retirement where he had to run round, didn't he? He's made sure that's not happening again, and he's made some changes, and they seem to be working now as well.
100%.
One more race left of this block, and then in the break between heats 16 and 20 we'll have a little discussion. So anyone that's got any thoughts on Sheffield's announcement just now, get in the comments.
Yeah, 100%. We like discussions.
Ben Morley ain't doing too bad, saying he got the call last minute and he's just rocked up. It was a free hit for him, just a few extra laps.
Exactly, he scored 3 points, which I'm sure going into this meeting he'd have probably thought better than what he'd have thought, to be fair.
Yeah.
Here he is, though, the proper favourite here, coming out in red.
Off gate number 1, not
Off
quite
gate
the
1.
favoured gate, but it's actually it's the least favoured. All 3 of the others have got 3 wins apiece. So 4 wins apiece. 4 off 2, 3 on 4, and gate 1 has got 3. So it's actually the least favoured gate at this point. But if anyone's going to do it, it's that whippersnapper, the Harbour Master.
100%.
Mr. Paul James Cuthbert Stark. Pick number 16, gate 1 in red. Paul Stark, I heard that for ages. Big out King Ross from What Culture back in the day. Gate number 2 in blue, Tobias Thompson. Gate 3 in white, Vinnie Ford. Gate 4 in yellow, Scott Nichols. Vinnie Ford can't be slept on in this race, and Tobias Thompson's looked good.
To be fair, Mush, I don't Vinnie Ford can't be slept on anyway. It's a human being. Big chance for Starkey to get a couple of points on the board, though. He probably won't, but there's a chance.
Gotta be in it to win it and all that.
Basically, Mush. Yeah.
Vinnie
So,
Ford's done well. He's done well, 4 points to his name.
Vinnie Ford always tends to do well around here.
He likes his track, don't
he? Is there a Poole return coming? Who knows? So the start master and walks away feet 16 tapes fly up, away we go. I tell you what, that young whippersnapper's got there first, and Scott Nichols are looking to come underneath the inside of him, and no, he has not. Starkey says, "You're not coming round me, pal." And Paul Stark riding a very, very good race here out in front as it stands at the moment, followed by Scott Nichols there in second, Tobias Thompson in third, Vinnie Ford at the rear of the field. And I know we kind of joked about Paul Stark winning races and everything, but this is almost like a proud dad moment. This Scott Nichols is trying absolutely everything to get inside and outside of Starkey, but Starkey's just got the right line here as it stands at the moment. But yeah, we can't speak too soon because I've seen too many times where a rider on backed losing it on the last lap, and talking of losing it, Scotty Nichols nearly did there as well. But this is a massive riding coming here for Paul Stark, and he's pulling away a little bit now from Scott Nichols as Nichols lifts as he goes down the back straight, coming round the final 2 turns then, and he's only gone and bloody won it. What a man. Big up Starkey. Red, white, blue.
Tobias Thompson's not happy with his 3rd place there, but what a ride from Starkey. Good battle for Scotty Nichols with him as well, but Starkey showed his nerve, and brilliant ride from the Harbour Master. And we do have a laugh and a joke, but he's had a tough season at points. He's coming for a bit of criticism at times. And
yeah,
that was a tough ride, and he did well in it. So fair play to him.
I mean, I know he's come under a bit of criticism, but each rider goes into the team to score their average per meeting, and Starkey's done that this year.
Yeah,
I see where the criticism's coming from, but he has more than done his job.
It was almost being scapegoated to maybe a bit too much pressure with Darrell in there. You know, people expected him to step up and cover 2 positions, and that came off him a bit when Cairnsey came in. All eyes went on to Cairnsey, and Starkey's benefited. Good gate from him there.
Oh, it was a perfect gate, wasn't it?
And
I thought Nichols was going to put him in defence there.
Brave bend 2 as well, yeah. And that equals out the gate stats. It's 4 wins apiece off all 4 gates now.
Well, the way this meeting's going, we could have 5 wins off each gate. With 4 races left of this meeting.
And it is a straight 20. Thankfully, we should be done and dusted by 9:30, but they are now doing a track grade. Come on, boys, just leave it be. We're nearly done, man. Ben Morley overtakes Darrell Richins as well now.
Quick look at the leaderboard. Hernandez Rowe leads on 11 with Richard Lawson second on 9. Adam Ellis, Zach Hawke, Tobias Thompson, Kevin Yule Pedersen all on 8. Drew Kemp, Paul Stark, Scott Nichols on 7. Will Cairns on 6. Vinnie Ford on 4. Jonas Jepson, Edward Kennett, Ben Morley on 3. Darrell Richards and Luke Colleen on 2 points apiece.
I'm going to say something completely left field here. I might be proven wrong. I don't think rider replacement Edward Kennett is retaining his title. Just a lucky guess.
Something tells me, Mush, you might be right.
It's a Poole past and present. Chinwag
Adam
again.
Ellis is well. Who knows? Maybe a future as well.
Potentially.
Because I believe Adam Ellis was meant to have signed for Poland. Was it 2020 or 2021?
Yeah,
and he couldn't do it because of Poland, and then he sat Poland off halfway through the year and ended up coming to Scunny. Anyway, we've got a track graded. You wanted a discussion time.
Yeah, Sheffield's announcement. Thoughts?
I'll be honest with you. Considering we've known this, to be honest, since the end of last season, can't say I'm not surprised.
I'm surprised they didn't announce it before now. They've been looking for a buyer all year. How are people going to know to put an offer in if they don't know it's for sale? They've approached people, but Joe Public might see it and go, oh, you know, get a little consortium together, whack an offer in.
Yeah, you've got a point. But yeah, and to be honest, right, I've heard this from Rob Godfrey himself, and this has come from Damien Bates. I shouldn't really say it on here, but I'm going to say it on here to you lovely people.
All 14.
Speedway's got 5 years max. All 14 of yous. Speedway's got 5 years maximum left at Sheffield before the new owners of the place turns it into a solar panel farm.
I'd heard about a solar
So whoever's
panel
going to get it. So whoever's got it, or if anybody gets it, you're only going to get 5 years of it, and then it's ta-ra, fancy money, but ta-ra.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Sounds like a Speedway meeting.
You can't do a lot in 5 years. It's like Nigel Tolley. You know, they offered him another year or 2 max at Perry Bar, and he was like, I can't do what I need to do in that time. So there's no point, and then it'll be flat and phrases anyway. You know, pump all that money in to just stay afloat for a couple more years, or up to 5 in Sheffield's case, but then just to be turned into a solar panel fight. There's no point to it, is there?
I do think they'll find a buyer. I wouldn't even be surprised if Rob Godfrey bought it and ran two tracks. Because that is the most Rob Godfrey thing to do. Run 2 tracks, and the good track of the 2 will get the cheapest and crappiest team. I mean, what?
Vinny looks a little fed up. Cairnsey again, just having a chipwag. Just loving life.
Could you fault him?
Jimmy, tough one for Eddie, followed up with no takers for Oleton. I don't see it getting sorted. It'll be difficult. It's a big winter coming up, and they're now trying to sell the track as well as planned, because they will have to confirm whether they intend to run or not to be involved with the AGM. it's the same as what Birmingham had to do last year. And yeah, well, you're also trying to sell the track as well. It's difficult, that. And Kevin Pedersen getting ready to come out for his last ride. He's been really, really good tonight. He's an impressive little fella. You wouldn't guess his name's Kevin, would you?
No.
It's only written all across the back of his Kevies in big letters. Oh, look, it's Kenzie again.
What point?
He's back. Kevin's mechanic.
What a boy.
Kevin's mechanic has not got a clue what Danny Ford, Kenzie and Starkey are going on about, and he's just chuckling along, hoping for the best.
Basically.
I'll see you lot laugh, I'll laugh.
Yeah, basically. Kevin's probably saying, "Are you only offering me 20 quid a point? I'll go somewhere that'll give me £21 a point."
And Richie Hawkins was lingering there in the background, actually. You are right, he is there. And that's good news for Adam and Ipswich, because obviously there's a bond with Richie Hawkins and Adam Ellis, which may give him a little bit of stability in his top flight or whatever flight racing it is next season.
Well, you've got a point, but then he's also best mates with Danny King, and let's be honest, it's given Danny King more stability than what he should have got at Ipswich. I'm not saying he's been crap this year, he's been brilliant, but point stands.
Yeah, because everyone wanted Danny King out this year at Ipswich, didn't they? And he's turned out to be a really good signing, and he has been instrumental for Ipswich this year, but he has been afforded more opportunities at points he maybe shouldn't have been, hasn't he?
Yeah, 100%, but again, I think it's gone more down to the point this year he hasn't been the heat leader that he was last year.
That's why Jonas Jepsen's out. He wrecked a bike last night. Look, he's only got one there, and if the engines blew up on that one, it's no good to him.
That makes sense now.
Because that would have been a quick turnaround to fix that bike from last night, wouldn't it?
Not to mention the travel from Scotland to Dorset.
It's a long way, ain't it?
But if you ask Alan, he could do that in half hour.
He wouldn't even do that in half hour on a bloody Concorde. Jimmy, at least it isn't Calvin, and at least his surname's not Tatum, because he wouldn't have a clue what he was doing if it was.
Basically, yeah.
Poole, one of the old school track centre with the massive advertising banners across the centre green. It reminds me a little bit of Sweden and Poland. Not many clubs do that. Not to that extent that Poole have done it.
Scunny used to do it back when we first opened, and then we stopped, and I don't quite know why we stopped, because imagine the revenue you could get with advertising boards on there.
Maybe all the sponsors pulled out.
That's easy, a good couple of grand there.
And these will probably be sold, these race jackets that Kevin Pedersen won. Could be up for a few bob. Oh, come on, mate. There's only 4 races left. Get on with it. The fucking hell's he doing? This boy's taking
Don't even
piss.
think he knows.
I don't think he does either.
He's reversing now.
What kind of money would they be after for Sheffield, do we reckon? It could be anything, but it's well known the Bates is like money, so I don't think they'd do it you at mates rates, let's put it that way.
Oh no, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a figure between 500,000 and 1 million.
It could be quite considerable.
Not that I think the team's worth that much, and obviously I'm just going to let some secrets out here. I don't care anymore.
He's singing like a canary.
The buyer, if Sheffield is to get a buyer, then you've got all the debt that they owe.
And they owe a lot. They owe riders from years ago. We're talking Ty Wuffenden still owed money from the season before last. When he came in for the last few meetings, he still owed money from 2023.
3.
That was the year. All these years are all mixing into one. And there is a new rule that's in now where clubs have to clear their debt with riders to a suitable standard before being allowed to compete the following year.
I mean, well, exactly. I mean, I got told by a promoter over at the weekend, a certain club, which we give a lot of exposure to on this channel,
yeah,
that is
they
a
owe a
Poole,
lot. Yeah, they owe a lot.
they have to clear their debts by the AGM, or they're not in next year in any league.
And nobody's going to buy Sheffield when riders are owed thousands and thousands of pounds.
I mean, if somebody paid the riders thousands of pounds and then it was still up for sale for £1, I'd buy it. As long as I had a good investor with me.
Who was off gate 4 in this one? Was that Jepsen again?
Yep, yeah.
Heat number 17, gate 1 in red, Adam Ellis, gate 2 in blue, Kevin Pedersen, and gate 3 in white, Scotty Nichols. 3 riders only. There ain't going to be another winner coming off gate 4 here. And how he's looked in his last 2 rides, I can't see past Adam Ellis.
I think this could be a good race between gates 1 and 2.
This could be a good race between all 3.
It could very well be. This is a gamble with Speedway. You take the lottery on. You don't know if you're going to get a good race, a bad race, or carnage. Or
Carnage!
anything.
Wow, Spinny Video or Luke Kalina in the race. There's a good fucking chance of carnage.
Oh my god.
Oh god, what?
They're both out in heat 20 off gates 3 and 4.
God, at least with it being heat 20, if they cause carnage, we can sack it off before the result of that one.
Anyway, so heat number 17, the Tates fly away. We go. Adam Ellis has made a beautiful start there. Scott Nichols has got there with him. Kevin Your Pedersen's in third as they come round turns 2 then and get themselves down the back straight. Still Adam that has a lead. Scott is there looking decent, to be fair, in second place. And Kevin Your Pedersen thought, I'm not putting the effort in if they're only offering me £20 a point here for next year. Although he's started to close in a little bit on Scotty now, but Adam Ellis is a million miles out in front now. Nobody's catching him. He's checked out. He's gone and go get himself a hot dog. Anna Mackey's on the way home with this one. And Pedersen's closing in on Nichols as they're enter the third lap. I think it's the third lap anyway. I don't know. I can't. Stod's mum. I should have tried harder at school, but yeah, Scotty looks quite settled now, to be fair. Dunny in second, and nobody's touching Adam. And this is a solid third place here for Kevin. Big Kev, to be fair. But and Adam Ellis is a whole straight now in front of Scotty Nichols, and he takes the win.
Good ride from Adam there. He did have a nibble at the start there. That's why it was the perfect start, because he double clutched it. Good race between all 3 though, and handshakes between Scotty and Adam. Is there going to be one between, and Kevin Pedersen's getting involved as well now. Good race. All 3 have done solid tonight, and I'll make that. Kevin Pedersen on 9 points. Scotty Nichols on 9 points. And Adam Ellis 11.
On 11.
Yeah. And obviously there's no semi-finals or anything.
No, top scorer wins the meeting on the night. And barring any form of disaster,
it's going to be Anders Rowe.
I think this could be Anders Rowe's.
Unless he finishes last, yeah, and then Richard Lawson could overtake him if he wins his last ride as well.
You've got a point.
So that's all Anders needs to win this.
Nah.
Kevin Pedersen's been great value for money as well.
Oh yes, 100%. He's definitely a rider I'd like to see over in this country next year, should leagues and numbers and things allow.
Allowing. Adam Ellis is on 11, but Anders Rowe does have a point in hand, a race in hand on him. Richard Lawson on 9 could overtake him if Anders were to run a last. I don't know who Anders has got in his last ride though. He's got Richins, Killeen
Dowell,
and Ford.
Richins, Luke.
He's not losing this meeting in that lineup, is he? Let's be honest.
Highly unlikely.
Heat number 18. Paul Starr goes off gate 1 again. He won off there last time out. Gate number 2 is reserve partner at the Pirates, William Cairns. Gate 3, Drew Kemp. And gate 4, Ben Morley. Tough lineup for Morley, this.
Ouch.
Yeah, difficult lineup.
To be fair, he's probably only come for a little bit of fun. As long as he's had a bit of fun, he's put himself in the shop window for a reserve berth in what may be a championship league next season. So, not done him any harm. And if he can get a Mackey's on the way home, even better.
So now our Thursday turns into 2 last meetings of the Premiership era for clubs. We will have updates on our watch along from Sheffield versus Ipswich as well tomorrow night. With Emil Saivudanov getting one of those dodgy Polish doctor's notes, which has written him out for tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, these bloody dodgy doctor's notes are brilliant.
They
Kept me out of work for 8 months.
And apparently they're very easy to get in Poland if you know who to go to.
Well, next time I'm in Poland, I might pop and see the gent. Heat number 19, then the 18. Sorry, the Tapes Rise. Away you go. That's a beautiful start there from the rider in white there, Drew Kemp. Although, yeah, he's just about got himself to the front. Young whippersnapper and younger whippersnapper Will Cairns, Paul Stark just almost tried a team ride there in second and third. Just tried to team ride Ben Morley out of it. Let's be honest, Ben Morley probably wasn't going to score in this one. No disrespect to Ben, absolute sound lad. But yeah, Drew Kemp absolutely flying in this one, as we probably expected, to be honest. And Will Cairns putting in a decent show, to be honest, after his well, he's been consistent 2-1-2-1-2, just consistent in it. But yeah, the young whippersnapper there in third, he's going to go through the meeting without getting a last place. What a man. And obviously Ben Morley struggling a little bit here tonight, but probably expected in this one. And Drubert takes the checkered flag.
That result moves William Cairns on to 8 points, the same number of points as his reserve partner Paul Stark, who, as you rightly say, didn't run a last place, and he finishes on 8 as well. Drew Kemp finishes on 10, and Ben Morley on 3.
Yeah, what you said, yeah.
2 races to go.
2 races to go, that's good, because I am busted for a wee again. But, yeah, Ben can be happy with his achievements this evening. He's done well tonight.
He's been in the points, he's been competitive at points as well, and he got a late call up. You know, all of these have had days to prepare bikes and stuff. Ben's bikes would have been ready, but, you know, to come here and score points would always have been tough. And he's got 3 of them.
Especially when you that short notice, and you only get to the meeting 40 minutes before tapes up on the first race. It's not going to be the easiest, is it?
Richard says, think possibly when they see the figures, it could be the end for the club. I hope not. It's always the risk, for sure.
If anybody knows of any multi-millionaires, then, you know,
the Euro Millions
the
this week is 107 million. I don't know if that was last night though, or whether it's Friday. It's one of them.
I think Euro Millions is Friday, innit? And then the normal lotto's on the Saturday.
But 107 million would be lovely to pocket, wouldn't it? Heat number 19, gate 1 in red, Zach Cook. Gate 2 in blue, Edward Kennick. Gate 3 in white, Richard Lawson. Gate 4 in yellow, Tobias Thompson. This is a gates 1 and 3 Premiership pairing versus a gates 2 and 4 National League, possibly weak Championship pairing at best, isn't it?
You leave Tobias Thompson out of this. He likes to scare them people.
He does like to scare them people. Hey up, Oxford fans. Just 2 races
Never
to go.
forget.
Pretty much as soon as this meeting's done, we will wrap up for tonight, with us being back on tomorrow. Palmer needs the loo, and to be honest, so do I.
Basically, yeah, and all of that good stuff.
I don't think there'll be any run-offs. If there is, we won't be catching them. We'll wrap up after 20.
Yeah. I hope there's no run-offs. We're 2 minutes past my bedtime.
Supper time soon,
So,
isn't it?
heat number 19 and the penultimate race of the evening. The tapes fly up, away we go. Good start there for the rider in red, Zach Cook there, and Richard Lawson forcing himself there into second position with Tobias Thompson in third. Edward Kennett at the back. The manifest download timed out. Technical issues again.
Useless, aren't they?
Yes. Oh, come on, Poole. Don't do this to us now. Here we go. We're racing again. Don't know what lap we're on, but Zach Cook's winning. Richard Lawson's in second. Tobias Thompson's about to lose third to Edward Kennett. No, he isn't, because Tobias just says, I'm off round the fence. Bye, Edward. Zach Cook riding a good ride here out in front to keep Richard Lawson at bay. We've got 1 lap left to go. Lawson now steaming underneath Zach Cook here as that was a bit naughty from Richard Lawson there, doing that to your own teammate. And if Richard Lawson takes this victory, he goes top of the leaderboard. White, red, yellow.
He had to do what he had to do there to give himself any opportunity. No teammates in this kind of meeting. I'm sure Zach will understand Richard's position as well.
I mean, I'm not saying out, but Lawson's bike shouldn't have gone in his second ride, and he wouldn't have had to have done that.
No, he wouldn't have, no. By my calculations, Zach Cook finishes his night on 10 points, Richard Lawson on 12, Tobias Thompson finishes on 9, and Edward Kennett finishes on 3. But it is all on Anders Rowe now. Anders Rowe just needs to finish in a point scoring position in heat number 20 to crown himself the Blue Riband winner. It's unlikely he's gonna not.
Let's
do
be
that.
honest. Basically, yeah.
Been some
Nearly
good racing.
time.
Been some good racing tonight.
It's been a decent meeting.
Zach just left too
To be
much of a
honest.
gap, didn't he, on the inside, and Lawson said thank you very much. It wasn't that hard. Zach got a little bit out of shape as well at the same time.
Yeah, pretty much.
But we're on to number 20 now, and this will be where Anders Rowe wraps up the Blue Riband.
You'd expect so.
Unless he breaks down.
Never say never.
And he's what gate's he off? Number 1. He's off
1.
the favoured gate as well. Heat number 20, the final race of the night, gate 1 in red. The winner of heat number 20 as well, we may as well say it now. Anders Rowe, gate 2 in blue, Daryl Richards, gate 3 in white, Luke Killeen, gate 4 in yellow, Vinnie Ford. It's Anders Rowe versus 3 National League riders.
Imagine if Anders doesn't win this.
He's robbing dirt off gate 2 to fill his starting spot in. He stood there shoveling dirt up off gate 2 with his hand.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
What a boy.
I'd do it to Dowell wearing that race suit as well.
Yeah, man, to be honest. And Killeen wearing that race suit. Oh, God.
Oh, there's gonna be bloody carnage here, isn't there, with them 2 or 3 and 4.
Have faith. Just have faith.
Right, I'm kind of watching. I've got my hands over my eyes just in case. Heat number 20, then the start marshal about to walk away. Tapes fly away we go. Anders Rose made a decent start there, and Richings has got there in the second position, and Luke Lynn going. Oh, Billy Big Ball looks round the outside. It's just about got round Darrell Richings there. Vinnie Ford at the back, and boys, we've only got round one lap. Get in. We've only got 3 more left to go, and Richings are looking to come underneath the inside here of Luke Lynn. Done that beautifully. Now Lynn back round the outside here again. Done him wonderfully, and this is Anders Rose all but wrapped up now at this point as we get about to enter lap number 3. And Vinnie Ford's nowhere to be seen in this one, to be honest. He's quite far behind. And even the big race that was for second is now virtually done. And Luke Lynn's starting to pressurise Anders Rowe a little bit, but Anders takes a look back, sees there's an Oxford suit chasing him, so he said, right, I'm going to twist my throttle and I'm going to go fast. And as they come down the back straight then for the final time here, Anders Rowe's going to win the 2025 Blue Riband.
Good ride there from Anders. Did what he had to do. Vinnie Ford finishes his meeting on 4 points. Started so well, but only scored 1 point from his other 4 outings. Who else was in that one? Anders Rowe finishes his night on 14 of a possible 15 points. Luke Killeen finishes on 4 points. He's been better value for money than just 4 points in my opinion. And Darrell Richings finishes on 3 points.
That it does, and Anders Rowe wins the 2025 Blue Riband.
Winnie, thanks for tonight, fellas. Catch you next time. Jimmy, thanks, guys. We're back tomorrow night at around about 7:20-ish.
Ish been the key word. Yeah, that's been the Blue Riband. Anders Rowe won it. He's been Dylan. I've been Dan. We'll see you tomorrow.